even the enemy said that he's called Al-Amin. I'm talking about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the trustworthy.
Yeah.
Then there is very little doubt left for you to say he would, out of the blue, just start preaching about the oneness of God.
Little doubt, you said little doubt, so there is still a doubt. That's all I'm saying.
No, but that doubt, again, you'll have to substantiate it. Why would you doubt even little? See what I mean? So there's a reason that Allah gave us the Quran as a revelation, and gave us the previous messages, like to Jesus the Injil was given, and to Moses the Torah was given, and to David the Zabur was given. Yes, every single nation out there, they had certain messages delivered to them, because what happened was, when one prophet would come or messenger would come, over time that message would get corrupted. Yes, so then another prophet would come to rectify what had been corrupted and give them a fresh message from God again to rectify and to bring them back to the straight path.
But
now the Quran...
but how do how can you believe that these prophets were telling the truth? Like,
because they came not only with a book, but they came with certain signs which only prophets and messengers could do, like the miracles, like splitting the Red Sea by Moses, like bringing the dead back to life by Jesus. Yes, like splitting of the moon by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So these were signs which, when people saw them, they cannot deny this. They say that this cannot be from an ordinary person. And if those prophets and messengers themselves say that this power is not from me, but from the God who created me, then it's clear that there is something out there which gave them that ability, which is supernatural. Yes?
Right, and how do you know that these occurrences actually happened?
From the testimony of many people. There are many people around that time who testified this.
There were humans, and obviously humans can, you know...
Do you not believe in human testimony?
I'm saying, no, but can humans make errors?
Yes, they can.
So it's possible that they made errors?
Yeah, but if you're getting hundreds of thousands of people...
It doesn't matter how many people...
No, it does matter. It does matter, because testimony is such that when there is a large proportion of people who testify to the same thing from different places, from different generations, and they all give you the same narrative, then there is some truth in that.
I'm not saying there isn't any truth, but I'm saying, is it possible that they could all be wrong?
No.
How's it not? They're humans though, so obviously...
Okay, give me an example.
No, but I'm saying it's a possibility though.
No, it is not.
You can't say it's not. It can't...
My friend, look, if that is the case, then you wouldn't believe your parents are your parents. You know why? Because there's only two people.
You are right though.
Hear me out. There's only two people who told you.
That's a belief.
Yes.
That's not like I know for a fact. That's what I'm saying. There's a possibility.
If you're,
my parents are not my parents.
Okay, so what do you believe? What do you believe is?
It's a belief.
How do you ascertain truth? Only by seeing it? How do you ascertain truth?
You're going off topic. Like I asked you a question. No, asked you a question.
Directly.
No, but I asked you a question. Is it possible that all these people were wrong? Is it a possibility? The answer can't be.
No, not all of them. All of them cannot be wrong. You know why? Because this is how evidence works. Evidence is not just by observation only, not by you seeing only. If that was the case, have you ever been to the doctors?
I have, yeah.
You have. Have you asked the doctor for his certificate? For his qualification?
Again, that's a belief though.
No, but
I believe that my doctor is
my friend, you need to understand testimony. Okay? Testimony is based on trust.
I'm not saying it's not though. Like, I'm not arguing against you.
Okay. So that is what I mean by testimony of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people is based on trust, not just belief. Because belief can be blind belief. For example, you know that example I gave you of the flying pig? That could be a blind belief. People could just say yes because somebody told them that.
Right.
They believe it blindly.
Exactly.
Yes. But
exactly,
when you have hundreds of thousands of people narrating to you from different parts of the world the same thing, then that is a testimony based on trust.
Hundreds of thousands of people saw the split of the sea or the Red Sea? Is that what you were saying?
Yes, why not? There were lots of people who came from...
hundreds of thousands saw that? Is that what you were saying?
Let's say thousands, okay? Even if it's thousands of people...
Okay, that's
even if it's thousands of people, would you just deny their testimony?
You won't deny it, but I'm saying you can't just accept it.
Yeah. By the way, those miracles weren't for you. They were for those people.
I'm not saying they were.
But you know why we have veered off the topic now again? Because you asked me about...
Is it possible? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but the miracles, wait a minute. The miracles were for those people who witnessed it. Yes.
Yeah, for the 1,000 people that would witness it.
Now,
However they were.
what would make you deny their testimony that they witnessed?
I'm not saying they were wrong or right. I'm saying to you, is it possible that they're not telling the truth? It's a possibility.
Okay, because these miracles are based on the Quran, and the Quran is something which you will have to test before you say it's false or it's unbelievable. Yeah. My belief is based on that, on the Quran.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so imagine we're talking about something completely different that's not based on the Quran. Is it possible that
in that case, yeah, it's possible.
That's what I'm saying.
But the possibility of that, for example, is it possible that a doctor could not be a doctor in the NHS?
Of course it's possible.
It is possible, of course. But we know, and that's the reason we don't ask every doctor, in fact any doctor, I don't know about you, but I haven't asked any doctor to show me their qualifications.
I haven't either, no.
Exactly. So what does tell us that? It brings us back to the testimony by trust and not blind faith. It is based on trust. Because you and I trust the NHS, the National Health Service, that they would generally not employ people who are, I don't know, quacks. You know what I mean?
But trust is a belief, it's still faith.
No, trust is belief based on certain characteristics. For example, if I believe every Tom, Dick and Harry, I wouldn't call that trust. I would call that blind faith.
Of course,
But for me, trust is based on not only the characteristics of that system, for example, the NHS, also the person. Like, for example, if your parents told you something, and if any strangers told you something on the road, your acceptance of that, whatever the fact or non-fact is, will depend on the person who's telling you, right?
Of course.
And that's why we say it is based on trust. Are you with me now?
I'm with you, 100%.
Good. Same thing with the authors of a book. If you read any book by anyone without knowing the author, you would doubt what they said. Yes? But if you knew that the author of this book is someone who's trustworthy, and they would never lie, and they've not in their entire history have you found any evidence of them telling lies, then you're more likely to trust it. And that is where the religious books and the scriptures come. Okay? When you have a book which says very clearly that if this book is from anyone other than Allah, then surely you'll find discrepancies in it. Surely you'll find contradictions in it. And then people all over for the 1400 years have tried their best to find contradictions in it and did not find any contradictions in it. Then my trust in that book improves.
No, of
isn't
course,
it?
I know what you mean.
It increases even more.
But
then there are certain books which claim that it is from God, and then I read one chapter and I find lots of contradictions. Then my trust in that book, or that book which claims to be from God, is shattered.
Of course, I know what you mean.
That's the reason I said trust is paramount.
Trust is paramount. Again, I think we are going back in circles. But all I'm saying is, even
we have different criteria to accept
you can
information.
trust a human, but humans are still flawed. So we don't know for a fact, like 100% fact, that this human, even the doctor that you trust, is a doctor. You can't say that it's a fact.
Okay. So if a human is guided, chosen by God and guided by God, and you know from their history that they haven't told lies, yes, they haven't been, even their enemies said that he's called Al-Amin, I'm talking about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the trustworthy, then there is very little doubt left for you to say he would, out of the blue, just start preaching about the oneness of God.
Little doubt, you said little doubt, so there is still a doubt. That's all I'm saying.
No, but that doubt, again, you'll have to substantiate it. Why would you doubt even little? See what I mean?
Yeah.
The reason I'm saying, look, human nature, we are critical in our analysis. Yes, we critique everything we see. But once you have been given evidence after evidence of the truth, even by the enemies of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, trusting him, yes, and calling him, giving him the title of Al-Amin, the most trustworthy, then what is there for you to say he's someone who delivered the message in a wrong way, or somehow corrupted the message that he was asked to deliver? See what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's why I said you should always look at the person that you're getting the message from. Whether it's your parents, whether it's your teachers, whether it is the NHS, whether it is a prophet of God, or someone who says they are a God man. Yes, test the character, test the person. If they are someone that has always spoken the truth, then you're more likely to trust them. But if you find even one shred of dishonesty, then you will have doubt. See what I mean?
No.
And this is how human beings operate. Yes? We cannot be hypercritical about everything, hyper-skeptical about everything. Otherwise, imagine going through the time that you wake up until the time you sleep on a daily basis. Your life will be impossible. See what I mean?
It would be, yeah.
Because only a person who has lost his senses will go through this hardship of trying to prove every single moment of his life.
Yeah.
Hyper-skeptical, I think, is a mental, disorder.